Sometimes people don't know how much hard work you put in. But when it comes time to battle, you must think about each and every day that you put that hard work in.
What happened? Why don't you play anymore?
Brian Banks was 16 years old when he was accused of a crime he did not commit.
Great afternoon, everybody. We'll wait for some more people to come in. Great afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Dog. It's yours truly, the #1 grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media. Facebook family, the Twitter family. Facebook family, Twitter family, YouTube family, and other family. Y'all know who you are, but thanks for joining. What's up? I'm trying to wait for some more people to come in. I'm not going to be here long. It's not going to be no panel discussion. Now, be future discussions. Yeah, I see that. The title is "This System Had Human Savages Animals Love the Cheese." I will explain. I know it's going to be like, what's the #1 grinder talking about? I'm going to explain it. Don't worry about it. It was a continuation towards the end of the live yesterday. So me and 12 Hours, we was chopping. Everybody else that joined yesterday on the panel. Salute to y'all. So we are trying. We want to wait get some more people in here so we could get this going. Like I said, I'm not gonna be here long. I just want to get it going. I don't want to just like continue, then stop. then continue again. I don't want to do that. So shout out to the miss. Shout out to the miss. Yeah. Let me get these announcements out the way first. To my underrated one family, you know who you are. Thank y'all so much. Let's keep on stand up for the truth and fight for it. Very, very much important, very much. I appreciate y'all. Really appreciate y'all. Also shout out to No Duck Zone Podcast family. Shout out to y'all. Y'all keep up the fine work. Shout out to hashtag TWT families. Shout out to y'all. Keep up the good work. Shout out to the mighty LBBC that stands for Lions Den Basketball Community. Also basketball community. Shout out to y'all. Keep up the good work. Again, title tonight, this system have human savages, animals. Love the cheese. I will explain. I know. People like, that's what I'm saying. I want to wait. We're gonna put like 3 minutes. We'll give about 2 or 3 minutes to wait. Then if not, we'll get it cracking. We already know we lost the great George Foreman. Boxing and entrepreneur. Then we lost another boxer named the late Livingston Gramble. He was a super welterweight. Then he moved up to lightweight, and he became a lightweight champion. Livingston Gramble. So y'all will hear from him soon. We're a special guest. Hope God's willing, we'll have a special guest come on here. We're gonna talk. We're gonna break down, Livingston, the late great Livingston Bramble. Then also we lost a legendary British announcer, boxer named Carter. I think I forgot. Constant Weight Heist. We lost him. Legendary. So we lost some good ones. But we're gonna wait till like maybe 2 more minutes, and then we're gonna get it cracking. So hope everybody's fine. We'll get 1 more minute. One more minute. Get 1 more minute so we can get this going. I hope everybody have a great day. My day was over, but I had an okay day. I got up, still here, still fighting. Y'all should pat yourself in the back for that. A lot of people don't have the luxury for that. So keep on being a better you. That's very important. Never think it's about you. Always remember that. All right. Again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Dark, with yours truly, the #1 grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media, the best of the business. And tonight, title is Savage Animal. Oh, sorry. This system have human savage animals. Love the cheese. I know it sounds crazy. I'm going to explain to you. This system have human savage animals. Love the cheese. I will explain. Now, if we know how people be acting as savages, right? They don't care. They do whatever they want. They don't care, the consequences, right? Also, we got certain animals, when they hunt, they act like savages. Sometimes they killing each other. And also, whenever they kill other animals, and then they react, right? Or sometimes they fight for it. Like you see the mouse with the cheese, right? You see the mouse in the background with the cheese, right? They fight for that cheese no matter what. And then sometimes you see the pigeon probably go after the food. It could be something else after the pigeon. You got the mice, and then sometimes you got little mice is going after. You got the roaches. But see, this is the problem here. That when I talk about that, we actually see human beings acting like savages. We actually see human beings don't even care about themselves. They don't even have morals and values, right? So whenever they see, you see it in the political realm, or you see it in business, or you see it in everyday life, family, you name it, right? They just want to go head on. They don't care that they cut you off. They don't care. Like, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this last cheese. Hey, I was talking to 12 Val. Shout out to Sister 12 Val on the live I did yesterday on the 8 Sunday family talk, random talk. And what I was saying, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm worth like $400 million. Let's make it 5, right? I'm gonna share some of my enterprise. Now I did it the right way. I invested the right way. So I threw some cheese on. So I throw some cheese, on the table. You gotta do something for that. You want a part of my enterprise? Besides the cheese, let me throw some money on it. That look good, right? You see how the mouse got the cheese, right? So with the money, right? I'm gonna throw some more cheese. I'm gonna throw some gold cheese on top of the cheese with the money, right? That look good, does it, right? That look real good. It's getting big, right? Yeah, you thinking about the enterprise, right? Yeah, you don't have after that. You don't have no morals and values, don't you, huh? Yeah. All right. Let me wait up. Let me throw some platinum cheese on it. Yeah, your hands getting sweaty, huh? Yeah, you can see you ain't now you're not thinking for the long term, huh? You're thinking for the short term, huh? Yeah, I got you now. I got you. I got you fishing now, huh? Yeah. Oh, you looking now? Oh, you don't know what to do, right? But I got this contract right here. You know what? Let me throw some platinum cheese on it. Yeah, with some glitter on it, huh? Yeah, you like that, huh? Yeah, you thinking about you reading the contract. You thinking the position, right? You thinking who you going to cut out, huh? Yeah, you think you ain't no more. Anything goes, right? Yeah, I got you fishing now. I got you fishing. Yeah, I'm dangling with you now. Because you know why? Because I'm the said, yeah, I got you dingling, right? Yeah, I got you dingling. Yeah, I got you dingling. Jingling, baby. Go ahead, baby. I got you. And there's no turning back. But you know what? I'm going to throw some more platinum on them cheese. Yeah. You reading that contract, right? Yeah, you ready to sign? You ready to sign that deal, don't you? Yeah, you ready to sign that deal? Yeah, the savage. You see the thumbnail with the savage, the mic. Yeah, you a savage, huh? You don't care. You sell your own self out. You're a self-savage one. Yeah, you don't care. You don't care about nothing. You don't care about your own feelings. You don't care who you're going to hurt. But it goes to all aspects. You just there. You just want to be there for the moment. But stick with me. Stick with me, family. Stick with me. You still looking at that? Yeah. You know what? And I was like, I worth $500 million. You know, I got. You know, I'm invest well. You know, I took some of the interest. So you know, there's $100 million right there. I'm gonna throw another $100 million on the table. Got $200 million plus some cheese. That could change the life. I got the contract too. That could change the life, right? I got the thing on it. Yeah, I'm a fisherman. I got the thing on it now. Yeah, you like that, right? Yeah. You ain't said pull me up. What comes with it? Huh? Yeah. What comes with it? How savage you really are. And you know, you probably got somebody just looking at it very, very closely. He said, you know, hey, Mr. Grinder, like, I want that. I really do. I ain't got no money. I have the money. I feed my family. I can't see myself selling myself out. I want to do it the right way, like you do, Mr. Grinder. I want that, that can change, but I gotta think about my family, think about my future, what that's gonna lead me up to and everything. Because I said about the same thing yesterday towards the end of my life, so y'all can go back watch it. It wasn't a lot. 1, 2. No, I said, I respect that. Because you told the truth. Sure, nah, I don't want that, that's gonna lead me to something that I can't go back for. Yeah, you go over there. I'm gonna tell you, we gonna talk. Don't worry about it. We gonna talk about, my enterprise, what position you in. At least I know that you told the truth. At least you have a conscience. And I know people gonna be laughing at you. But watch this though. Take a seat right there, young man. Young lady, also take a seat right there. Y'all gonna see what happens. Don't worry about it. At least y'all tell the truth, right? And I'm proud of you about that. Take a seat. We're gonna take good care of you. We're gonna take good care of you a few minutes. I want you to sit right there, watch how this is gonna happen. Go over, yeah. But the one of them gonna get the contract. So they fighting over the cheese and money and all that and everything. And kill for each other for the platinum cheese and the money. All bets off. So they look at us and what about it? This side is they savages. Human beings acting like animals. They savages. Look at that. Fight over that cheese. Fight over that money. Oh, I got the money. No, you don't have the money. It's my money. No. That's my money. Okay, that's mine. I do what I want. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? You can't do nothing to me. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? You better eat that cheese, cause you ain't getting contract going. You all cheese you want, but you ain't getting this money. Thank you. We gonna take good care of y'all. Don't worry about it. That's how the system treat. That's how the system treat us. That's what. Just a scenario I threw you out there. That's how they treat some of us. Because we go for anything. We want that moment so bad that in the long run, that is going to cost us sometimes for a lifetime. Sometimes a long time, or sometimes for a lifetime. Human savages, animals. Don't have no value for yourselves. Don't have no conscience. Don't have no more, don't have nothing. Y'all don't even think about spirituality because a savage, see, a human savage animal is. You gotta understand, y'all gotta understand that the bondage is their God. Their family is their God. Their job is their God. There is no direction. Being a political party is a God. And treat the ones in the family is a God. Have the morals and values, stand up for the truth, right? Because when we talking about majority of these people want to be instead of being a minority, they want to be the majority. But who's running the majority? What I'm talking about is the devil. Huh? Only a few of us believe in God. Believe in the values what God had applied on us. Now, despite that we ain't perfect, that is true. But we still have common sense, right? So we have to understand in the political, especially when we talk about political, like I said, I'm not gonna be here long. But in the political, you see it. Wherever they want to go, they go. Wherever season is, that's what they're going to vote. And then that season over, they want to go. There is not a direct stay. So wherever the wind blows, that's what they're going to be at. That's like an entrepreneur. Wherever the wind blows, that's what they go. They make a law, oh, it's good, and after that, it's a better going. Instead of like, we're going to perfect this law to make it better. Just like in life, we go here and go there. Instead of like, we're going wherever I'm at, where we at, me goes for me too. We're going to perfect where we at, wherever the mistakes we made, we're going to perfect and be a better us, right? Better you, right? See, we got to learn to stop being savage in the mind. Because see, when you be savage in the mind, that means you keep on holding on what's going on in your life. Trauma and all that. Trauma make you a savage. You got a good work ethic and all that, but you be savage. You don't know from right or wrong. Goes a man or woman. You don't know from right or wrong. Because you just want to keep it, you see that cheese right there. But sometimes when you eat up that cheese, sometimes it's not good for you. When you deal with politics, when you deal with family, when you deal with entrepreneur, or other aspects of life, it's not good to eat off that cheese. That's that, people feel to understand this, that's temporarily bad cheese. That's moment cheese. Because they're not going to save you nothing. When they get down to the nitty gritty, when they get to the crumbs and stuff, they want it all. They gonna kill you for it. That's how us as some of us as human beings we are. That's why I named this human savages animals. Because some of us we don't act like humans. We act like animals. We act like we in the habitat. Survival to the fittest, no matter what. When we have that mindset, none of us don't win. Because now we're talking about standards. We don't have no standards. How you gonna have standards, but you want another brother, you want another man or woman not to make it, not to win, or to die, or whatever, or to suffer, huh? But you fail to look at yourself that you got the savage in you. And you probably growing and stuff like, yeah, that was gonna make you grow, yeah. And I always gonna keep bringing it up because it's very important. That's why I call it eternal learning. Eternal learning. Eternal learning is from God. I don't want to be around human savage animals. I don't want to be around them because they don't have no interest in me trying to being genuine. These the ones trying to kill your spirit. And they gonna do whatever they can to sabotage what you bringing. So that means you cannot tell them what you want to improve. You can't work with these people because they out there trying to sabotage. Oh, I got a program. Oh, I'll make sure my program better. Why? This way you see. Oh, yeah, that's all about balance instead of building. Because see, when we have human savage animals out there, they only gonna look out for their own. Because of man and women, they gonna look out for their own. Because they're always gonna come in the dark and trying to get you. But see, when you spread light, they be exposed, right? But there are some that they see the light, they still wanna, and that's the way it is. So when you put me born and raised in New York, so it could be anywhere, but me, I'm just saying me, New York, everything, and I know you heard about the rats, what I'm saying. And so these rats don't care. You could throw a garbage out and everything, they go and get it. And sometimes they would do whatever they can to knock them off and everything, and then you better not go put somebody. They are trying to get you. They are savages. I seen one time it was a man. This is a long time ago. I was taking the train. I was on my way from Brooklyn. I forgot that I was going uptown, and I was waiting for the train. And there was this guy out there. I ain't gonna say he was homeless, but he was less fortunate. He was eating a sandwich and he fell asleep. And his rash was like chewing the sandwich up. And while I got on the train, you see a bunch of rats just jump on them and stuff like that. And I don't know what happened till the next day. As I asked him, what happened is he died of rat poison. He died. Savages. And us human beings, we savages too. We hurt people without thinking. We refuse to think. We don't care. Sometimes the savage could smile in your face, and the inside, woo, wicked. Very, very wicked. That's how some of them animals, that's how them animals is. Why do you think sometimes they put them signs when you walk through the park, they say human beings do not go this way because something gonna happen to you. We have to understand that. What about our humanity? What happened to our humanity? Right? What happened to it? Well, Grinda, what about somebody do something to me and I'm trying to defend myself? I said, yeah, I'm not talking about that. No, not talking about that. Yeah, you got to defend yourself, but it's the way how you go about it too. When I got older, I had to understand that. Because we literally got quite a few people, men and women, are savages. They would hurt you for nothing. In the boardroom, they would do whatever they can to destroy your credibility. Even though you know they dirty, they do whatever they can to destroy you. You can go traveling, and some people try to destroy you. And I'm not saying that you should not have a mindset, oh, I'm gonna let things go. No. You stand up. You stand up for yourself. Yeah. So now we're gonna talk about constructive savage. Control the emotion. That means we got to develop constructive savage. At the same time, control the emotions. Because when I'm just talking about here, see, we have to understand, human savage animals, they do not have control. They don't have control. If they don't control, if they savage, that means they refuse to control how they refuse to control their emotion. They don't care. They don't care about the long term. Like I said before, they don't care nothing about that. They walk in the street. Hey, we were always talking about animals. With us human beings, they walk in two. They walk like this. And they ain't savages. Sometimes you can help them out. Ain't not enough for them. They still want to take. Just like we see the two political parties. Just want to take, not think about the people. They savages. They got to get the gab and stuff. You got some of them been senators for like 40, 50, 60 years, ain't did nothing to the community. Because you know why? Because we still feeding them their cheese and thinking they're gonna give us the cheese back, and they have not given us the cheese back that we can eat and live. They want to keep all the cheese to themselves. But we keep on giving them the cheese, keep on giving them the vote, keep on giving them, giving them something so we can get, so hopefully they can take part of that cheese and give us something back so we can live and build our community. No, they don't want to do that. Hold on for 1 second, fam. Sorry about that. So, you know what I'm saying? So, and also we see in business, see in social, in social resources. They want to hold the cheese, but they don't want to serve to. When I talk about cheese, I'm talking about resources, but they don't want to serve. They don't want to give the resources up. They want to keep it about themselves or help somebody else instead of help out throughout the community. It's savages. Not on God's plan. Nah, they're not in God's plan. They're not. Like I said, I'm not gonna be here long. No. So we have to understand this system has birthed. They birthed human savages, animals. It's not just happening just now. This happened like centuries ago. We inherit. We breathe. Sometimes you see the killings and other bad stuff that happen. They savage. Now, could you improve yourself not being a savage anymore? Yes. You can't do that. There are some people that have done it. But now you got some. They don't want to identify what's wrong with them. And they just keep on inflict. Wherever they at. And sad thing about it, they don't know they self-afflicting themselves, making them less value. Because when you savage, you are disvalue yourselves. Because when the systems said, I'm done with you, that's it. On to the next one. Yeah, let's get some more rats. Let's get some more pigeons. Let's get some more rabbits. Because they don't want that cheese. We're already done with you. Good, we don't get that too. I'll feed them chicken. Here you go. Because when you starving, you're going to do whatever you can to feed yourself. When you're in desperate need. We have to understand that. You know, you got some people that is less fortunate, call the home less fortunate and stuff. They ain't desperate need, but they always call they savages and stuff like that. But where sometimes we got to make sure to go deeper. What's going on? What happened to the social programs that they supposed to have so they could feed them? Now I told you ain't talking about them. You talking about the ones that already have. That's what I'm saying. Look. They meet. They have fun. That's how the system is. You see in the background. Even sometimes that you happy, you got some that wants to mess that up. Savage. Well, I'm a savage. I'm gonna make sure that person will be a savage too. I'll make them sad too. Human savages, human savage animals. I don't act like that. Yeah, you go. You should check it out. Yes, you do. Everything I go, everything I'm saying goes for me too. Now, do we know some animals had compassion? Yes. Because there's two things survive. You survive, you're gonna do everything you can to survive so you can make it. And then also there are others survive that want to hurt people and do whatever they can to hurt you. When I'm talking about the ones that want to hurt you so they can survive and they can keep on going. So we have to understand, that these people that that's still willing to be in the condition where I'm talking from, we have to really watch them because a lot of them do not have the best of our interests. He was some of them are close. Shout out to the Miss. Like the Miss, God's blessing. God's blessing. God's blessing. If some is not God's blessing, gotta do without them. And sometimes that person cool and stuff like that. Sometimes they not good. Maybe they not hurting you, but they hurt others. Savages. Then when wicked, these are wicked, these are wicked, these savages are wicked. Like I said before. Like I said, I'm not gonna be alone. It's not gonna be no panel discussion. Ain't nobody here, but that's all right. But this system have human savage animals. God ain't savage, but the devil is. But the devil is, and we better understand that. We better understand that. So people in politics, people do entrepreneur, people working a job, different sectors. They don't have the best in you. Long as they get money on top of you, that's all counts. Look of us as African descent came through this country and other parts of the world through slavery, right? They came in against our will, and so they still trying to paint them slave owners like, oh, they don't know what they doing. They big, some of our people, they savages. Kill another human being, take him and her will away. Refuse to understand they're part of God's family. And still have programs to cut us, to make trying to trying to make sure that we don't have no rights as African descent. These people are savages, and some of our people that work with this wicked system, they part of that too. Wicked. So when I see people that act like animals, yeah, you are to act like animals because you fail to understand that you are a human being. God made animals for their purpose, and God make us for our purpose as human beings. But we love that cheese, huh? We love that wicked cheese, huh? We love that wicked cheese, huh? Well, let me finish the story. Most likely I'll be out of here. So after they got that, what about us? No, y'all work for the system. I don't work for the system. I'm independent. So y'all ain't getting this money, but you got the cheese though. That's all you gonna get. The black hey, y'all too. Come in, we're gonna find a spot for you so you can work for my enterprise. Because you know why? Because at the end of the day, they have morals and values, conviction. They stand up for what's right. Even though that the devil trying to throw pressures at them. They understand that it's a moment. Develop genuine human relationship. That's a lifetime. We understand that. No money, no nothing cannot take the place of that. It's priceless when you could get along with another human being, black, man stick with a man. I'm talking about want the man to win and the women want the women to win and the man and woman want to win, want each other to win. That's an awesome feeling. You cannot put a price on that. You can't put a price on that. Because we're gonna stay away from that cheese. We're gonna go to cheese. We going to the store and get some good cheese. But we don't want that wicked cheese. Because see, if you see them mouths, see them rats all right there. See, they go for broke. They don't care. They not saving nothing. They ain't saving nothing. They're not. So whoever you with, make sure you be on the same page. And also stay away from human savages, animals. Stay away from them. They no good. They no good. They come from the devil's side. They will snuff wherever you have out. They're not going to share with the genuine one. They don't care. They aging them out for themselves. Like I said, you see some animals, they're out there for themselves. They sometimes some of them they kill their little ones so they can eat. What do you think? What do you think they would do to us as genuine ones? Think about it. I hope that I explained it the best way I can. I believe I did. Now, if y'all want future discussions on this live, let me know. We can set it up, but I would advise y'all, if you want the future discussions, please, you have to watch you got to watch the whole live. Hold on for 1 second before I gotta see something, family. Hey, Scorpio Mama. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Always a blessing to see you. I'm ready to get off, but hopefully that you can listen for the replay. This system have human, savages, animals. Love the cheese. I will explain. Well, I would say a few more things. If you can hear me, press 1. 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 Look, I'm gonna say a few things. I'm gonna say a few things before I get off. I'm gonna say a few things before. Thank you. I'm gonna say a few things before I get off and everything. That we have to understand that that we put trust in God first. Good things, great things will happen to us. Not on our time, but on God's time. And we have to understand that the title says this system have human, savage, animals, love the cheese. We have to understand which cheese we want to eat out. Do we want to eat out the spiritual cheese or the cheese that we see the cheese in the background that everybody wants, that you see that they want to go for? Do we want the spiritual food or we want the devil food? Because these humans, some of these human savage animals, they want the devil food. Because that's not lasting. They will do whatever they can, do whatever they can to get what they need. But we understand it's just temporary. But see, we go on this side, get the spiritual food. That's lasting. That's eternal. We let God change. We let God change us. Instead of being savage, we be humble. We be genuine. Understand humanity more. But it doesn't mean that we're us as spiritual people, we punks. You're not, I mean, we ain't gonna let nobody punk us out or whatever it is. There has to be a certain standard. The standard for what's right as human beings. And that's part of God's divine purpose. Because see, people think being the savage and getting all the glory of these worldly things that, I'm going to get prospered at. No, you don't. I always said, know the source where you get it from. Know the source. Because you being savage and all that, so it's going to catch up to you. Maybe other people it's not going to take notice, but God will take notice. That's why I always try to do whatever I can to respect people. Even the ones that don't want to acknowledge me, I still pray for them. And it's hard as a human being. Somebody do some harm to you, you know what I mean? You know, especially you ain't got nothing to do with it, or you just is showing grace. So you want to come at us, and I'm gonna handle, but it depends on the situation too. But sometimes you gotta give it to God. And sometimes for me, you know what I'm talking about, Sister Scorpio Mama. Cause they look at you a soft, yeah, you genuine, yeah, you play. I'm talking as a man to man, yeah, you play me like that if you want. You gonna see something happen. I will give you the doom shots, but sometimes you gotta like, because we gotta understand they savages. They don't know. They refuse to. Some of them do, some don't know, but the majority of them they know. Because they don't want to be in the process of changing. And they still want to be human savages, animals. So thank you, Sister Scorpio Mama, to come through. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. And the ones looking for the outside, please listen from the replay. Please subscribe, like, share this out. It's greatly appreciated. You see it flash right there. If you want to donate, you want to subscribe to my channel, see it flashes. You know, so I subscribe to my channel. Donations accepted. Cash App is $ capital JT 53000. Also, I have PayPal.me/JT Black 53. Every little helps, yo. So shout out to the miss. And let's stop being around these people are human, savage animals. And they everywhere. I'm not talking about just political. They everywhere. Beware of them. Because there are even some that is right next to us and we don't even know about it. So let's keep on develop that consciousness, develop the awareness. Let's always say this, I coin this too. Make sure our vision clear and our authentic listening. Make sure it corresponds. Make sure it goes together. Let it be working. Because we have to understand, it's a sad thing about it. The devil do have these people, human, savages, animals, and that's the devil's army. And we have to understand they are real. Men and women, they are real. They are mothers, they are some mothers, they are some fathers, they are some kids, these nephews, they are some congressmen, they are some congresswomen, they are businessmen, businesswomen. I'm talking about every aspect of life, they are everywhere. We better understand that. Because they refuse to change. They still want to keep this dark-seated trauma with them. The hatred. On behalf of my channel, Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the #1 grinder. Again, thank you on Scorpio Mama to come through. And others, please share this out. Very much appreciate it. And this is the last of this system have humans, savages, animals love the cheese. They love that wicked cheese. You gotta understand. We ain't talking about the wicked cheese. We talking about anything these are wicked. The devil food. Like again, before I close, look at the background. They can't wait to get to that cheese. And the ones that really needs it, they ain't gonna get it. Those are human savage animals. Y'all have a great evening. Thank y'all so much. Much blessings to y'all. But again, please share this out. We greatly appreciate it. Let's understand. Let's make a choice to serve God the right way. Let's make a choice. The only time that we have to be savage when I'm talking about, I'm going to repeat it again, constructive savage mindset to protect the goodness that we have. Have that constructive savage to protect. Because I always say this, not corny, I always say, to protect my righteousness, my unrighteousness have to come out to protect my righteousness. With that, again, my constructive savage mindset will have to protect my righteousness. And I'm going to do whatever I can to protect it. Oh, in God's prayer. Thank y'all. Very much appreciate it. Have a great evening. This one is Ghost. Be blessed, be blessed, be blessed. Thanks again. Shout out to the miss. God's blessing. Thank y'all. Peace. Ghost. Be good to each other. Ghost.